Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Oakland Raiders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Down. New 80.
59. All day. All day.
29.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
Carr now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Big air.
On second down, here's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Raider 2. Raider 1. Hey, orbit.
Carr now to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Carr now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Christian, grab it.
They'll run for the first time with the former Bearcat, Mike Boone. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Ready, 50, plant.
Stay with your man.
Get it.
They'll drop the throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
He's got a man, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We got this. At their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
On the set. Hey, Haywood.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
2nd and 15. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school.
Now a handoff working right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st down, Minnesota. Set. 60 outlaw.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Clements. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go with Boone. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. On 3rd down, Boone. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They come out here in the I. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Go! 70, Indy.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll run with Boone here. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Smith, he's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Go!
Here's Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
Now! 180! 180, we're good! 280! Check, crunch!
They'll run with Smith. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, exit.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie! Snap!
47's the mic.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bravo! Fight!
He'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Carr now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
5!
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
From the gun, it's Carr. And this one complete to Smith. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider 1st.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Carr now closing in on a 200-yard 1st half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Carr now over 200 yards already in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Got his man. It's Eifert. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
93. 93. Hey, high 7. Express.
D-line, get that quarterback. Check 59, Mike.
Again, it's Carr. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Now, 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Under crush, under 29. 29.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Shift 6-18. Hey, wahoo!
To throw again. Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 55.
Hey, zoom. Zoom.
Now back to throw, and that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinic.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tremont Smith with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Look at me, zipper.
Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tremont Smith, his 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Hey, we're good, we're good. That's it.
Another try for Smith. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
To throw, it's called. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Cleveland Farrell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They run the counter. Boom. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
He'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, Rocket.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Going deep for Diggs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Look there by Nick Nelson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down. Boom. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Blue draw Corkers. Ready.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, they're going to go with Boone. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, Minnesota.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Go! 15 line. 15 line. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cleveland Farrell, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Smith. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Here's the Raiders punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Smith. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll run it again with Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 2nd down now. It's Smith, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Our time. It's our time. Switch.
Choose right team.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Express.
They'll run on 1st down. Smith. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.